In just 4 months, every adult Albertan who wants to be immunized will receive their first dose.
When it comes to vaccinations, it seems there's some optimism in the air, with Alberta set to open up more COVID-19 vaccination spots in the coming days and weeks. And south of the border, the CDC has updated their recommendations for those who have already had a full COVID-19 immunization, saying maskless indoor social gatherings can be safe if everyone's had their shots. But experts say don't wait for this to roll out in public policy here just yet.
Having rules that are easy to understand and that are enforceable.
Lori-Ann Hardcastle says when it comes to public policy, government has to look at the whole picture, like how it would be possible to enforce different laws for the vaccinated and unvaccinated. It just creates confusion and a legal ethical dilemma on enforcement.
Once we're at a point where many people have been vaccinated, are we willing to implement rules where people who have been vaccinated can do certain things that other people can't? And those rules are, of course, controversial.
Likely, Alberta will have to wait for so-called herd immunity.
Usually around sort of 60 to 70% is what's floated, but it is important that we validate those with, again, that information about the variant and that increased infectivity.
This Wednesday, Albertans born in 1957 can book an appointment for the AstraZeneca vaccine, with more spots being opened up for those in the under 64 age group if they choose this vaccine, which has a slightly higher chance of still getting COVID-19 than some of the other vaccines, although still effective at lowering the risk of hospitalization from the virus.
By the time we've hit most Albertans over the age of 50, we're going to be in much better shape in terms of controlling the variant and the threat that they may pose.
Premier Kenney hinting that government polling data shows more Albertans willing to roll up their sleeve as soon as possible. Significant because we have one of the highest vaccine hesitancy rates in the country, something also illustrated in a new Angus Reid study.
So it's not as though nationally, we're converting a lot of anti-vax people into pro-vax people. But what we are seeing is a lot of Canadians who initially just wanted to hang back and wait and see, they're more likely to now say, no, I'm convinced, give it to me right away.
The Alberta government putting the call out for any company that could manufacture vaccines or currently researching new immunizations to put in an official proposal, as they hope if there's a need for new variant vaccines or a future pandemic, Alberta will have more vaccine security and not worry about international supply chains. In Edmonton, Carly Robinson, City News.